All right, my friends, we've got a Can Am Outlander 1000 2019. I've got some engine mounts that have gone bad. We found out on the trail the other day. As far as online goes, trying to find how to replace these things, there's nothing out there. So if you ever see your engine tweaking, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, don't try to press through it. What we did to get off the trail was we ratchet strapped the engine to the frame, and that took the shake of the engine out. But what happened, all right, when the engine was shaking, you can see this is all fresh oil here. So when the engine was doing this, twisting, the air intake right here separated. Well, I went through a puddle on the way back and flooded the whole bike. So not only am I replacing the engine mounts, I had to go ahead and treat it like we sunk it, and I think 12-15 oil changes later with some diesel and blowing out the plugs and all that good stuff, she's back up and fired up. But now we got to go back and do that engine mount. So the best I got was 2016 forum that says you got to pull the clutches off. We're gonna try and do it without it. I think it's a different setup than back then. I've already done the rear mounts, but I'm gonna show you what I did on the rear mounts. Basically what you got to replace is these guys. They go right in here. Now luckily there's a bracket here, and there's a bracket on the other side. We got a 13 mil, we got a 13 mil. And you can see the nuts on the back side, and then you got the 15 mil bolt that goes through it. Once you remove the brackets, the bushings slide right out, they slide right back in. I actually set up my jack stand here. Okay, I've actually moved it for the front mounts, but we have a large socket basically keeping the tension up. Okay, so this is my setup to get at those nuts. I highly recommend putting some dielectric grease here. That way when you pull the nut out from way back in there, the nut doesn't fall off in the engine. So the front one is not going to be so easy. The right side of the bike actually has a bracket, so that's a plus. This is our bracket right here. As you can see, this is our through bolt, 15 mil. These are the two bracket holders, 13 mil. The problem is when we go to the other side. When we get to the other side, you got the one through bolt. Now we're gonna have to elevate this engine up to get that spacer out, or it's gonna have to go that way. I'm not sure which one yet, because like I said, I can't find it on YouTube, and it's gonna be a trial and error, and hopefully I don't tweak anything, but we'll see. I'm hoping that we do pull the bolt out and the bracket on the right side, and we can get enough play in that thing up and over to slide the new bushing in. All right, it looks to me like those are fixed on the back side, so let's try to get them out. Wow, just broke the socket. Let's see. Alright, now we got the other bolt. I got a wrench taped to the other side. I'm not sure if it's going to stay, but we'll try it. Ha! Beautiful. Bolt slides out. Alright, got the bolt out. That bracket should slide right off. Now that's our, oh yeah, that's our bum bushing right there. Should come out pretty easy. Boom. Oh yeah, that's shredded. So that's what the bushing should look like. Ha. Big difference there, huh? Well, by the way, on the whole bushing thing, these are rubber bushings, okay? They damper all the vibration that goes on with your machine. After I got these from my local place, I read up that they have hard bushings, like they have rigid bushings. So I probably recommend those, but especially for a 1000 and you get on it like we do. Now the trick is getting the other one out, so let's work on that. You can see there's the other bushing. We need to get it up, jacked up. That's about as high as she's gonna go, and that's not happening. That's as high as it goes. So now the only other way is going to be to go sideways. Our only other option is to move the whole engine out this way. And I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, well, I hate to say this, but without tearing the entire bike apart, I am not getting at that engine mount. Now, the plus side is this one actually looks good, because that's what we want. That one almost looks brand new. This one is definitely bad. The other two I took off the rear, they were fine. I just took them off because I was doing them all. So I think I'm just going to replace the one bad one. Because honestly, I just don't want to tear the whole bike apart for a bushing that's not bad. We're going to realign this guy. And put our new bushing in here. Okay. It's pretty straightforward. Alright, we're going to use the red Loctite motor mount. Just put a little red on that bad boy. A little red on that bad boy. Get the holes lined up here. I always finger tighten everything until you get everything lined up perfect. Let's see, we gotta lower that jack just a little bit. Oop. Get that hole lined up. Oh. Again, we're going to red Loctite. Okay. Tape on this guy right there. All right. we gotta crank that bike up and see if it tweaks. Really gotta have it here. This is very dangerous. Don't try this at home. This last motor mount here, and I got it. I had to push it in from the other side. I freed up the front diff, okay, and then here's one of the old ones. I pushed these flaps in, right, on this side right here, okay. So when I pushed the flaps in, we heavily greased it so it didn't bind up, and tapped it through on the other side. Got it in. About lost my shizamit today, but got it in, and hopefully I can get everything else back on the engine. Alright, we gotta match that hole up right there. Ah, there she is. Yeah, baby, we got them all. We got them all. Woo! I love it when a plan comes together.